Hi, my name is Angus Ho with Daddy Dad, a part of the Ash Management Group. I want to show how you can budget as a full-time engineer, make real estate investments, and live an exceptional family life as a dad. So, come along with me in this journey of wealth. Becoming a parent comes with responsibility. Ensuring a future for the kid is nothing short of that responsibility. One of the most common issues why kids don't go to post-secondary school is money. In a news article by CNBC, more than 56% of college students say they can no longer afford their tuition tab. Biden has petitioned to support a new education system where the first 2 years of post-secondary education is free. Until that time, though, raising money for your child's post-secondary education will remain a priority and a problem. In a study done by Northeastern University, those without a bachelor's degree will earn $46,000 or less. Those with a bachelor's degree earn around $64,000 or more. That's a 50% jump based on this information. Then, those with a PhD will earn on average $97,000. That's more than 100%. The consequences of not getting a bachelor's degree can definitely make life harder. One of the best ways to ensure your child gets a good education is to start saving as much as you can as early as you can. I started one for my daughter as soon as she got her social insurance number at like 2 months old. I've been depositing the minimum amount that is needed since then. In this video, I want to go over a registered education savings plan, or RESP, and a US equivalent of the 529 plan. Before we begin, here are some myths about RESPs. Myth 1. If your child doesn't continue his or her education, you lose your investment. False. If your child decides to not pursue post-secondary education, you will have the ability to change the beneficiary. You can therefore transfer the money invested for an older child to a younger child and increase the value of his or her RESP. Of course, certain affiliation rules apply. If you have no other dependent children, there are other options available to you. First, the contributions made in an RESP can be withdrawn. The investment income earned on those contributions can be transferred to your RRSP or your spouse's RRSP if you have the necessary room. Only the grants will have to be returned to the various governments. Additionally, it is important to remember that you must withdraw the money accumulated in the RESP no later than 35 years after it is set up, which gives your child or grandchild lots of time to change his or her mind and pursue his or her secondary education later. Myth 2. RESPs only cover university tuition. False. Not only do RESPs cover university tuition, RESPs can also be used to cover other costs, including school supplies, transportation, and rent. They can also be used for international studies. Most banks only requires the child be registered in post-secondary education or training for him or her to be able to withdraw money from the RESP. It is important to understand that it's up to the beneficiary how to use the money from the RESP. Myth 3. Your child is older, so it's too late to open an RESP. Not at all. Ideally, to receive more in government grants, you should invest in your child's RESP on a regular basis. However, if you start saving later on, you can still catch up. You can recover unused grants from previous years in a short time with an RESP loan. Speak to an advisor to receive unexpected grants. Sometimes an advisor's advice can make all the difference. Myth 4. If you're not the child's parent, you can't invest in an RESP. Not true. With an individual RESP, the subscriber can be a parent, a grandparent, a godparent, an uncle, an aunt, a close friend, or anyone else. In fact, anyone can open an individual RESP for a child regardless of whether or not they are related. The cumulative contribution ceiling is $50,000 per beneficiary. This means that a parent and a grandparent, for example, can each open an RESP for the same beneficiary. However, contribution ceilings must be respected to avoid tax penalties. Now that we went over the myths, let's go over some of the benefits of opening an RESP. The first benefit is federal grants. The federal government adds to your RESP savings each year through the Canada Education Savings Grant. How it works is that no matter what your family income is, the federal government pays an amount of 20% of your annual contribution you make to an eligible RESP for a qualifying beneficiary to a maximum of $500 in respect of each beneficiary and a lifetime limit of $7,200. Well, it's like the government giving you thousands of dollars of free money, so anyone not thinking about taking it are fools. The second benefit is that RESP savings grow tax-free. That's right, you don't have to pay any tax on any investment earnings as long as they stay in the RESP. That means your savings can grow faster. That's right, any interest that you earn is tax-free. In Canada, this tax is called the capital gains tax. The third benefit is that you can have a variety of investment options. That's right, you don't just have to let the money sit there and rake up the interest rate that the banks give you. You can choose investments that best suit your investment objectives, risk tolerance, and time horizon. Different providers offer different investment options. Examples include stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and even GICs. With that being said, what I'm currently doing with my RESP is that I'm contributing the max that I can. Each month, I put in $200 to maximize the grant. So each year, I will receive $500 from the government. Then I invest that money, dollar cost averaging, into the TDB 3098 fund. The annual return year over year is approximately 20%. Now, if the interest rate holds up, the money can grow as high as $517,000 in 18 years. That would be amazing. And it's tax-free. I hope I have inspired you to start an RESP. The rules of a 529 plan is a little different, however, but many of the benefits are the same. It's all about saving for your kids' future, and there is nothing more important than that. Well, there is one thing that's more important, and that is smashing that like button. It truly helps out, and behind the scenes, it helps everyone's net worth grow, including your own. So there is nothing to lose. After that, there will be many other great things that come out of investing in an RESP account. It will be one less thing to worry about in 18 years when that money grows. That way, you can live in that dream house that you've always wanted, if that's in Hawaii. Travel the world and live in a 5-star hotel. Becoming financially independent and retire early. I hope you enjoyed this video on an education fund, and until next time, thanks for watching. If you like to hear more budgeting, engineering, or real estate tips, please leave a comment down below on what you want to hear. Smash that like button, subscribe button, and be sure to hit that notification bell so you'll be the first to know when I post new videos every week on Mondays and Thursdays. From the Ash Management Group, this is Daddy Dat saving you money.